What's up? Welcome back. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite subjects. It's called your frame. Okay? And having frame control. I think this is probably one of the most important things that you can learn to master. Now imagine for a moment, I'm going to use an analogy of an energy shield that is reverberating from the depths of your subconscious. Now, this is what protects your conscious mind. It protects all your thoughts, your beliefs, the things you've learned since you were a little child, your opinions. Now, this defense shield is called your frame. And whenever you come in contact with another person in a business world, in a social setting, that girl, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your frame collides with their frame, their defense mechanism that is guarding their conscious. Now, why is this important? Because frames don't just merge or agree, right? Frames battle it out. They go head to head like those little socket bop guys, those little robots. Remember that as a kid? And the stronger frame absorbs the weaker frame. Now, when this happens, when the stronger frame wins, the defense barrier is broken down. All right, and now you are vulnerable for them to impose their thoughts, their beliefs on you. How they even are able to put their personality comes alive. They are able to impress themselves on you. Now, there's a lot of ways that frame is important in life. When, say for my girlfriend, for instance, the other day she was totally mad at me. And I hadn't seen her for a couple days, and she came over to see me. And what I did is I was like, you know what? I'm going to have a super strong frame. So as soon as I saw her, I said, get your ass over here. And I picked her up and I smooched her. Now, none of that anger came out. It couldn't. She was dominated. My frame totally consumed hers. It swallowed it whole. Now she's subject to me, to what I want. And I wanted a good time, healthy, day with her. I didn't want to be arguing. I didn't want to talk about. So we carried on, and it was great. Now, in a business setting, what about when someone comes into your dealership, or when they come into your job at, say you're selling some supplements, or you're selling insurance, and they demand this and they demand that. Now, if you just cower out and you say, okay, sir, whatever it takes, and you use all these other techniques, sales techniques that they have, what's happening? Their frame is now battling yours lost. Think about the police officer that pulls you over when you're speeding, right? You're in a position where you got caught by a authority of the law, and he had a speed gun, and you were sitting there, you were speeding, you have nothing to really come back. His frame is reinforced from a social standpoint, authority, officer, in these thick glasses that you can see yourself in. I mean, you can't even see his eyes. This guy's scary. His frame is one of power, and it totally just destroys yours. And you can sit there helpless and beg for forgiveness. Maybe he's nice, maybe he's not. It's not really, you can't do anything about it. But what you can do is learn to manipulate your frame so that when you come in contact with other people, you can bring a power frame. And you can, when someone's giving you trouble, when someone's pushing the limits, you can step up to them now with a stronger frame that beats theirs. There's a lot of examples, and if you guys want to know some more, we can talk about this a little more throughout videos. I'll think of some. But yeah, just, especially with women, like when you meet women, girls will test you to see if you're being authentic in your frame. Are you just coming up to her and saying hi? And then, hurry up and just like, or are you catcalling? Like, that's such a weak frame. Girls will look at you and they'll give you a weird look, and then you're like, oh, I'm sorry, miss. Weak frame. Your frame is now blown to smithereens. All right. So you can see even eye contact is a sort of establishing frame between two people. When the person holds eye contact and they look down, submissive gesture, they're breaking frame. So you want to stay congruent within that frame that you have set when you are around other people, because you don't want to just let it be challenged and then break all of a sudden. Then they see right through this illusion that you've set up. So frames, guys, very cool. If you want to get more in depth with something on frame control. A very fantastic book, changed my entire life. It's called Pitch Anything. You don't have to be in sales. You don't have to be, in business, whatever. Pitch Anything by Oren Klaff. I'll leave you a description in the description, a link in the description. See you guys soon.